you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Nobody now give you no break. Police now give you no break. That old soldier man I give you no break. Not even your eyes now give you no breaks. Hey, hey, bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Why did you have to act so mean? Don't you know you're a human being? Born of a mother with the love of a father. Reflection comes and reflection goes. I know sometimes you wanna let go. Hey, 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 I know sometimes you wanna let go. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? You're too bad. You're too rude. You're too bad. You're too rude. Yeah. Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? You chuck it on that one. You chuck it on this one. You chuck it on your mother and you chuck it on your father. You chuck it on your brother and you chuck it on your sister. You chuck it on that one and you chuck it on me. Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys. What you gonna do? Bad boys, what you want? What you want? What you gonna do when Chevy John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do. What you gonna do? Yeah. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? When you were 8 and you had bad traits, you go to school and learn the golden rule. So why are you acting like a bloody fool? If you get hot, then you must get cool. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? You chuck it on that one, you chuck it on this one, you chuck it on your mother and you chuck it on your father, you chuck it on your brother and you chuck it on your sister, you chuck it on that one and you chuck it on me. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys,
Hello. Server restart. Hey, thanks for the like, even though I didn't do anything yet. Okay. I believe that someone is trying to want you to be a toxic person and shit. Okay, I think I'll be able to. Oh yeah, there you go. So I think I have to spin that in. Ooh. Let's see. Hello? Check. Okay. They sound like a robot. Robot? Nope. Okay. All good. Hmm.
It was a beautiful.
I just have to remind myself I'm streaming in YouTube as well. So I got an interview with PD right now, so just gonna wait. Actually, I have to wear something neat. How do I fuck out there? So- Application. Hello.
I take it you've got howdy. I take it you've got ID on you, correct?
Yeah,
Alright. Could you provide me with some ID, please?
I don't know who that showed.
Alright, yeah, I can see it. Alright, Miss Susan Lane. Alright, Miss Lee, you don't have any convictions. Do you have anything to poke, prod, or harm me?
No, no.
Alright, and you, sir?
Here's my ID, sir.
Alright, JP Goodman. Oh, Filipino, eh?
Sorry?
Filipino, eh?
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, sir.
I spent a bit of time in Manila.
It's hot.
Yeah, it is hot and it's busy. Alright,
It
do
is.
you have any thing that'll poke, prod, or harm me?
No, sir. Can check.
But... Alright, JP Goodman, correct?
Yes, sir. I'm adopted, so
Got no criminal record either. Let me just grab another person. Hey, Jimmy, you on radio, brother?
you're applying as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, no, I'm looking for Jimmy. Mr. Leon,
Jimmy.
can you come up and do an interview?
Cool.
Oh, sorry, I thought. JP, I'll get
Yes.
you to do me a solid, brother. And just sit down over there.
Yes, sir.
I'll give you a bit of food and water, just so you don't starve while I do this interview, and then I'll come back and get you, alright?
Okay, no problem, sir.
Just stand still for a second.
Oh, sorry, sir.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, ma'am, come with me.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. It's just the sun. It's how Filipino sun is. The
You
brightness is.
talking to me, mate?
Ah, no, 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 no. I'm just talking to myself.
Oh, you got voices in your head as well.
Uh huh.
Oh, right, yep, right, I am, yeah, right, I am, yep, okay, yep, yeah, right, I mate.
I thought I was alone.
What'd you say, mate?
I thought I was alone.
Nah, yeah, mate, you got voices in your head. You're not alone, mate.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
Fucking, yeah, you're fucking schizophrenic or something.
Oh no, it's just me saying my thoughts.
Yeah, it sounds like you're fucking schizophrenic or something, mate. Wouldn't read into it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just forgot. Should have put that as well. Sorry. My bad, Hubsy. I appreciate you, bruh. I appreciate you. Well, I'm trying to try to see.
Welcome to the family, son.
Thank you, Hubsy. I'm trying to see. Well, I went to a Serious RP server from Australia before, but sadly it went down. So I'm trying to find another server for Australia, and I think this is a Serious RP. As far as I interact with people, and they say it's RP, Serious RP as well. Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out things, and actually I got a realism server that I'm flying into, well, in the US, and but unfortunately it's already way past midnight there, so there's no people at all. You know what? I'm gonna fix my the brightness. Ah, damn it. I think that's good. Don't you think? Yeah, it's the sun again. So, but for the meantime, the reason why we have our house renovating, so I'm in a different room. So that's the reason why my face is like uh Edward and in Twilight and shit, sparkling. And I can't have my air conditioning on since there's renovations and shit. So it is what it is. But eventually, it will improve. Eh, But then again, thank you so much, Absi, for following. Mm, Are you here for the interview as well?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Okay, good. That's to familiar myself with. Alright, so let's see. In-character voice communication must be happened via in-game local voice radio. Oh, not okay communication for IC purposes. Not wow. Okay. Placement animation of using hospital store bleeps. Hospitals and garage bleeps. Fine. Yep, brown cannon. Start. No crime. 30 minutes. Okay. You completed before 30 minutes. Please start. Please. Corruption, yeah. I specifically like this rule F14. Police are not permitted to rope with corruption to corrupt under any circumstances. 30 caps. I like it. So far outside and then or happen or anything underneath. They may gather evidence and say, okay. Hobbsy, you in city as well? This came back from signature. Questioning the Japanese and making. What to set in the bar in the future will be added to other senses. Huh. Pretty much.
Alright, thank you.
Goddamn.
Bye.
Man, I think a fucking angel just walked past me.
Hi, JP.
Hello, sir.
All right. You mean 2 ticks? I just need to do some paperwork, and then we'll
Yes,
get
sir.
you in there. All right.
Absolutely, sir.
All right.
Did she get the job, sir? And there goes the tumbleweed.
Yes, she did get the job. But I'd also be very careful about the comments you make towards people as well, brother. The LSPD has a zero tolerance to that kind of stuff.
Which comment are you referring to, sir?
Any form of what would be counted as harassment.
Okay, and which comment would that be, sir?
I mean, the lady could have taken it, oh, goddamn, or, you know, the slight comment as you made was when she walked past. I mean, I personally am not going to rouse you on it, brother, but there's some people in the department who will not tolerate that kind of stuff in any form of matter.
I believe I called her an angel, which is a compliment, sir.
I'm not going to lie with that one. That was a pretty good one. What's your name, sir? Sorry, just so I'm aware.
My name's Bob Jones.
All right, Mr. Jones. I take it you're here for an interview as well.
Yes, I am.
All right, perfect. Let me just check your pockets, brother.
No worries, mate. Feel away.
All right. You do have an axe in your pocket.
Yeah, was cutting some firewood earlier this morning. You could treasure
That's
that
all
if you need to.
No, what I'll do is I'll just put it deep in your pockets, and just remind you to keep it deep in there, right?
Oh, it's very deep now.
All right. I will interview Mr. JP, and then I will come out and interview you next. All right.
No worries. Take your time, sir.
All right, Mr. JP, let's go.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Come on in. Set your voice to whisper. Just sit right there, yeah. And why
Right
don't you
here,
chat?
sir.
Just let me finish this paperwork, and we'll get you sorted.
Yes, sir. Yep. Mm. Nope. Nope. If you don't mind me, sir, I'll just have a quick bite, because I think I'm hungry right now. There we go. Chicken burger.
All right, Mr. JP.
Yes, sir.
My name is Officer Malcolm Walker. I am a LSPD detective and an FTO. I'll be conducting your interview today. My badge number is 516.
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Actually, sir, if you don't mind me asking, kinda having troubles hearing you. I don't know if you are.
I'll
Was-
speak a little louder for you.
Oh,
Don't
there you
worry.
go. Thank,
Yeah,
thank you, sir.
I tend to speak very softly.
Oh, yes, sir.
It's just it's one of my things because if I talk too loudly in my normal voice, it hurts.
I understand.
All
sir.
right. All right, JP. Tell me a bit about yourself, brother.
Oh, well, yes, sir. I'm from the Philippines. Um, 30 years old. I moved here to get that American dream going, you know? Like, I believe that there's a lot of opportunities for me here. Um, I do have a background in law enforcement where I came from, and I just really wanted to pursue it here in Los Angeles to
All right,
yeah.
perfect. What what motivates you? What are some of your like ways to unwind? Like, what do you like to do in your free time?
What do I like to do in free time? Well, basically just chill around, you know, talk to people, socialize, and pretty much that's how I learn uh, to speak or to enhance my language skills, and that's actually how I do or de-stress. You know, just talk to people. It's much better for me to talk to people and let it out rather than keep it to myself. You know.
Yeah, I understand. Um, I'll obviously you've been PD elsewhere. I'm just gonna let you know straight up. LSPD here, we have a very zero tolerance to bricked behaviors, and W cops. So if we feel like your behavior needs a slight correction, we most likely will pull you aside and have you chat to you. Obviously, I don't believe you will. And I don't think I will have too many issues with your behavior. It's just I'm letting you know prior.
I totally understand. Like what I've put into my application form, I always work with professionalism and with integrity to the service.
Yeah. And look, you'll be taking a lot of what we call police L's in this city,
Oh,
um,
I
and it's pretty stock standard, brother. Right? It's just even we have a zero tolerance to abusive behaviors towards police officers,
mm-hmm,
um, especially unnecessarily in the cells.
mm-hmm.
And if you feel like someone in the PD is being highly inappropriate or inappropriate towards you, um, come and raise it to an FTO like myself or a supervisor, and we can take it from there.
I absolutely will do. I believe on the chain of command will handle those kinds of things.
Yeah, we've got a zero tolerance to it basically.
Yeah.
All right. Outside of work, what are your passions and your hobbies?
Hobbies, well, basically, I play basketball, you know, but most of the time, I just what I do is to deep dive on just working, and then after work, I just sleep. But if I got time to play basketball, or if there's a basketball court in here, well, that's what I'm gonna do.
I'm taking you're a fan of karaoke as well.
Oh shit, yeah. It's already stick. Filipinos is already stick.
Honey, you
Especially
guys
if I'm
did
drunk, I
yeah,
sing
you
when I'm
guys
drunk.
did invent the karaoke machine, so
Yeah.
it is natural for karaoke. I can tell you from experience.
Yes, sir. I can feel that you have a lot of Filipino friends, or you are a Filipino
Uh-oh.
yourself.
Not Filipino, but
Ah,
spent a lot of time with Filipinos.
okay, there you go.
I learned all the bad words, so
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Well, that's how you
yeah,
initially learn the language.
yeah. Like, yeah, but like Titi Mali and a few others, but I won't say right
Oh
now.
yeah, no worries. I got you, sir.
All right. How would your friends describe you in a few words? A few words, brother.
Me, I'm a simple person, friendly, and most of the time talks a lot.
Yeah, I know that one. A lot of my work is community relations and maintaining relationships with people.
Oh yeah.
All right. What drew you to apply for LSPD?
Well, I just wanted to continue on working on as a police officer to serve and protect the community in some ways that, for me, I am more focused on community policing rather than me like, you know, just chasing bad guys and whatnot. Well, it's one of the things that you have to do as a police officer, but for me, it's much for me uh the reason why I wanted to be here is to let people know that LSPD is here to serve rather than, harassing them. Just because
Yep,
there's a
to
lot of
protect and
people.
serve.
Yes, sir. There's a lot of people that has negative perception of the police officers, and I want to change that.
All right. Um, was there a particular moment that made you want to pursue this path in your career?
Sorry, what's that again?
So, was there a particular what particular moment made you go, "Hey, I want to be a police officer"?
Well, actually, this was ever since my childhood. My grandfather is
Oh,
a.
hey, Commander.
Hello, sir.
Oh,
So this is the commander of the FTO program, Kai
Oh,
Winters. I'll let him introduce himself.
hello, sir.
Kai, I have one more gentleman out in the waiting room,
yeah.
but
And there's another one outside too. So.
there's one that needs to be inducted. She passed the interview.
Oh yeah, sick. Perfect.
Let me
We'll
just
do
give
it
you
all
the
together.
mobile. Okay. I'll just.
I won't. I'm not gonna do one at a time. We're gonna do them together.
All right. Is it gonna be tonight or?
I mean, you got time to stick around or no?
Yeah, bro. I got time for you.
Yeah, yeah. We'll. Okay, that's weird. But yeah.
No, I mean, I've got time to help you. That's.
Okay. All right. Say that, bro. Don't say it the other way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There'll be like 4 or 5 of them, so I appreciate that.
All right. Perfect. I'll
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, keep the number, bro. Just we'll do it all at once.
All right. Perfect.
Sir.
All right. Sorry. Where were we?
What pushed me to become a police?
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, so ever since I was a child, I've dreamed of being a police officer. Excuse me. Alright, sorry about that. So yeah, ever since I was a child, I wanted to be a police officer, just following the footsteps of my father and my grandfather. So
Okay.
yeah,
So it's in the genes.
it's yeah, it's safe to say that we have a blue blood.
Oh yeah, I understand that one.
Yeah. And
Alright,
well, oh sorry.
have you? So obviously you've had law enforcement experience. Can you tell me what rank you achieved and how long you were employed?
Well, I've been in a different precincts before. I've been doing this job for 6 years now, but the most recent one is I I'm a commander, who actually oversee and commanded special ops or special operations bureau like SWAT, Metropolitan Police, Harbor Division, and Traffic Enforcement Unit or the High Speed Unit. So
Okay.
yeah.
That's a pretty broad spectrum. So in this city, we have the chief of police, Darius Jennings, the ass chief, Marie Renegade. Then you have 3 commanders.
Mhm.
One will lead CID, which is our detective unit.
Mhm.
One will lead Red, which is our law enforcement highway patrol enforcement unit.
Mhm.
And then one will lead SWAT. And
Mm.
obviously underneath said units, you'll have a captain for each.
Yep.
Obviously, there is a commander for the FTO Brigham. You've just met him.
Mhm.
And then there's 4 commanders, 4 captains, and then there's going to be about, I think, 6 lieutenants.
Mhm. You do have sergeants as well, right?
Yeah. So there's currently, well, I think there is one, two, three, yeah, 6 lieutenants. Only 3 slots filled in that one. Then we have our senior sergeants, our corporals, which are me. And then under corporal, you have a senior officer, solo cadet, and a cadet.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, the hardest period is from cadet to solo cadet, and then solo cadet to officer. But I don't think you'll struggle too much with that. I take it you're very familiar with the 10 codes?
I am, but it depends on the state. But I can, just dabble with it and see which codes are you using. Cause
Yeah. Alrighty. How do you? Right. Oh, so just getting that one's done. Your experience is done. What are some of the biggest experiences you learned from your role previously?
what is the biggest
Experience, yeah. So, like,
experience?
what did you learn and
Mhm.
take away from your previous role?
Um, Funny enough, stressful. Being a cop in every city that you're gonna be flying into or being a part of will be stressful, but basically you will enjoy it. It will hone your leadership skills in some ways. It is hard, but at the same time, it pushed me to challenge myself to improve how I do things, how I handle personnels, how I interact with my people. You know, but the most important lesson that I've learned is to communicate
Yeah, a
through,
thousand percent.
yeah, through
All right.
anything.
How do you feel about adopting your prior knowledge to align with our SOPs?
My prior knowledge to your SOPs.
Yeah. So, do you think you'll have any issues with it, or
Well,
do you think you'll be able to pick up and run pretty quickly?
for me, it's always I can use all the street knowledge that I know, but when it comes with regards on the SOPs that I've have knowledge of before I came in here, I believe that I need to empty my cup and absorb your SOPs instead of me bringing my own SOPs to your LSPD.
Yep, that's a perfect way of
Hmm.
understanding and learning.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
What strengths do you feel will help you succeed in this role? Are there areas that you think you're still growing in?
Mm, Wait up. Can you
So
repeat
for
the
me,
Yeah, can you
so
repeat the question?
yeah.
Because I can't hard or I'm actually
Oh,
having
okay.
a hard time
Is
hearing
that
you.
better? All right,
Yes,
hold on. Is that better now?
yes, it is.
All right, perfect. Uh, what strengths do you? Sorry. What strengths do you feel will help you succeed in this role, and are there areas where you're still growing? So, like, areas that I'm personally still growing is people take my bluntness as talking down to them.
Mm,
Obviously, I can't really help it. I'm autistic, so my brain works differently, and I just brutally honest with people, and
I
some
see.
people don't like that.
Well, for me, the strength that I have that can, for me to be able to excel in this kind of role is my resourcefulness. So I'm gonna utilize everything that I got here, not just my equipments, but people as well. Because I'm not afraid to ask questions. I'm not afraid to be criticized by my superiors and especially by the people who is seeing what are who are seeing my work. So for me, yeah, it's being resourceful. And the thing that I have to work on is my communication
All right.
in the means of me speaking, expressing my thoughts clearly.
Yeah, I understand that one, brother.
Yeah.
All right. Um, what unique qualities do you bring to a team environment? And how do you think these qualities would be useful to the LSPD?
What unique, what unique qualities? Hmm. Well, it's pretty common. I'm a good team player. I just follow, and at times I show initiatives, which it might be impactful on the camaraderie and stuff. So pretty much that's
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Um, how do you? So sorry. When you envision yourself as a member of the LSPD, what impact do you hope to make?
Well, for me, it's to change the perception of other people that LSPD is the enemy, or LSPD is basically doing nothing. Because I've felt that before. Uh, well, I just want to make sure that this police force or this police department will thrive on, or be seen as a community-oriented police department.
Yeah, that's understandable. One.
Mhm.
All right. What are some of your personal and professional goals as a police officer?
Personal and professional goals. Mm, well, first is for me to be able to learn your SOPs. That is my personal goal. My professional goal is to be in the FTO program, because I really wanted to teach uh, the people who are interested on being a part of the police department, and hone them to be a better cop than I am. And then
All right.
you know probably slowly go up the ladder and see what I can do.
All right. And how would you balance the demand of this role with your other commitments?
Sorry, what's that again?
So how would you balance the demand of this role with your other commitments? Like basically, it's just like, um, how can you balance your in-brain activity compared to your activity in the city? And obviously, how long can you commit to being on duty?
It's
There,
not
there
a
is no set amount of time that you have to be on duty, but
uh,
while you're in your cadet phase, uh, you like for the 7 days that we're training you, and getting you signed off, sometimes a little bit longer, we need you to show a certain amount of activity just so that you don't fail your I think it's like 3 or 4 weeks of timer
mm,
before and to get sit your final eval, and go to your solo cadet role, because we've had experiences where people have just come in, got the role, and then haven't really flown in,
hmm.
and we've had to remove them from the program.
Well, when it comes to my in-brain activities and my commitment here, it's not gonna be a problem. I can be here for minimum will be 2 hours or so.
That's all right.
Um,
Every couple of days, I guess.
Actually, every day I can be here, uh,
Okay. Look.
especially during this time.
Okay.
Yeah, because at in my in-brain around your global time is 2 hours ahead of me. So
Oh, so I was just about to ask you, what's your in brain time at the moment?
uh, it's the Philippine time.
Okay,
GMT plus 8,
okay, GMT plus 8. So
2 hours.
I'm gonna say 2 hours, roughly around Manila province.
3. It's 3 p.m. It's 5 p.m. there, right?
Yep,
Yeah, there you go.
perfect. All right. Uh, all right. That's fine. Look, we're not asking you to sacrifice anything in brain, brother.
Oh no, but I just
We
wanted
just want
to.
to just yeah,
Oh,
we just
sorry.
want to know when you're going to be around so that I can wake up and teach you.
Yes, sir.
Just so that you're not slipping under the crack pole.
Yes, sir. I absolutely
All right,
understand.
perfect. Um, can you describe a time you had to resolve conflict with someone? Um, what approach did you use, and how did it turn out?
Mm, yes, there is, but the approach that I made is to compromise. I hear his side of things. I let him hear mine. Results are we understand each other, but we still have some things that we have to talk about further. And but we ended up agreeing on things, and like what I've said to him, that you do have your own perception, I do have my own perception, I do have my own opinions, vice versa, and things. And the to cut it short, it's just me compromising, and sometimes you have to, agree to disagree.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
All right. Can you give me an example of a situation where you had to make a split-second decision in a high pressure situation, brother?
Hostage taking, a
Mm-hmm.
barricaded situation, whereas we are trying to negotiate with the hostage takers, and actually we saw an opportunity to uh breach down the location where the hostage is being held, in which I decided to give the go signal to my personnels to breach. Reason behind that is because the proximity of the individuals that held the hostage down is somehow far from the hostage. So kicked the door down, and we executed a dynamic entry, and we resolved the situation without
Okay.
further injuries whatsoever.
All right. Tell me about a time you were in a stressful situation and how you managed it. I pretty much covered it. What I want you to do is explain to me how the experience shaped the way you handle stress today.
That situation,
Yep, just use that one.
well, I handle stress different way. Um, so that situation is very stressful, yes. But for me, after that, the most important thing to me is I was able to save a life, and that's good for me. And I believe uh, a certain amount of paperwork will do that. I'm a paperwork freak, so
Yeah, me too, brother. Welcome to the club.
yeah,
I do a lot of paperwork in my brain, and I do a lot of paperwork when I'm here too.
yeah.
Uh,
So that's how I
uh,
handle stress. If I was able to express it on paper, and as well as if there's gonna be incoming lawsuits and whatnot, I'm prepared as shit. I'm sorry for the
all
word.
right. Um, I'm gonna give you three scenarios. You don't have to make them super long in your answer, but I just want
Mm,
to understand your process of thinking. All right.
okay.
Um, You pull over a car at a traffic stop. The driver complies and exits the vehicle. While you're questioning them, during that questioning, the passenger gets out of the vehicle and reaches into their waistband. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm gonna distance myself. If I do have a partner, I'll tell him to watch him and warn that passenger to put his hands up or put his hands where I can see it. That's it.
All right, perfect. Anything else?
As far as I know, I don't have to be aggressive at that time, but if I see a weapon, that's the time, it's
All right,
gonna be a skill.
perfect. All right, a fellow officer arrests someone and then proceeds to start beating them. What do you do?
Stop them, because that's police brutality and it's unnecessary use of force. And I will report him to a supervisor.
All right, perfect. Um, you're processing a suspect in the cells. Through the bars, they start punching a fellow officer who's standing too close to the cells. What do you do?
Well, I have to pull that officer off and verbally warn that suspect or that individual inside the cell that we're trying to process to stop doing it. If they do not, we will use necessary force to neutralize the threat.
All right, perfect. So reasonable and necessary, yeah?
Yes.
Amount
Yes,
of
sir.
force. All right, perfect. All right. I'm gonna give you 3 fun questions. This is just your personal opinion. This is to lighten up the mood a little bit.
Yep.
How many shacks would it take to subdue a hippo or overpower a hippo?
Shax?
Yeah, like Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, in his prime, just one.
Oh, okay, that's a good answer. I like that one. All right. If there was a conspiracy theory that you had to believe in, what would it be? My one personally is jet fuels does not melt steel beams.
Conspiracy theories, huh? The JFK magic bullet.
Yeah, that one's pretty good too. All right. Last one.
You still going, mate?
Yeah, we're just on the last question now.
Oh,
Last one. There's a baby with a gun and a dog with a gun. Who are you shooting first?
Mm, the baby.
All right, perfect. Why? You can get up now.
Yeah. It's a human being. And they can actually trigger or they can pull
All
the
right,
trigger.
that's a good answer. All right, yeah. So he's Kai. From this stage, he's passed. He's answered everything correctly. So what I'll do is I'll process some paperwork.
Yes, sir.
In the emails. And then Mr. Kai or myself will announce when there'll be a introduction.
Right after this, we got one more interview, then we're going straight into inductions. So if you
Okay,
can hang
perfect.
around.
Yes, sir. Where can I wait? Just the lobby
Just in
again?
the lobby. Yep.
Okay,
Yeah,
sir.
the lobby.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate the opportunity.
All right. Who am I?
Oh
interviewing?
shit, it's locked.
Mr.
It's locked, sir.
Oh, the door's open. Okay.
Yeah, it's been
Thank you,
weird.
sir.
I just need to call someone really quick.
I won't get.
Alright, I think I'm good. Just an introduction or induction and shit. But I have to apologize to Hottie. So I think my friends are coming over to be a cop as well, so. Just gonna sit here. There are some instances. There. There you go. So you are in the, if you're watching, how does my interview go? Chat, you know, a little bit. I fucked up a little bit about explaining things. Uh, well, I'm a Filipino, and English is not my first language, so I do apologize for English speakers who is watching here, but I'm trying my best. By the way, the titles of my streams are A Day in the Life of JP Goodman. It's much easier for for a title. And the only things that are changing is if I fly into a certain city, that's it. It's one way for me to thank them on giving me an opportunity to be whitelisted. All service that I've been flying into is a whitelisted service. So if someone is watching, probably there's quite few of them, few of you people watching. So uh, might as well plug in, you know, plug that city in. Give me a second.